Hello, hello. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are watching the Valentine's Tour tournament, the 2v2. So, once again, this is the day number 2. We still have few teams left who are still to qualify for the round number 3. Today, we have new teams on our hands. We got Vaseline CW, who's onto the blue side, and Neon onto the red side. Again, I do want to see what, kind of team composition they will be bringing in. So let's wait and watch. But other than that, I really love how the members are really catching on that. The early game works very well, and though it's just coming in with the good damage as well. So they are trying to go in for more, but okay, no Julian so far. We got the Leo mode, we got the Minotaur, and with that, I would like to introduce myself. I am Peachy, and I'm today casting with Asia. Hello, Asia. How are you doing?
Hello, PT. I am good, and I hope everyone is also doing good on the stream. Yep, just like we can see, we have new contenders today, and since I'm sure that they did see the games yesterday, so have by far understood the importance of first blood and how you need that early game really strong because from both the sides, whether it be a Kai, Leo, or even Mino, pretty good in the early. Although I would say Minotaur does need that flask before he starts to scale up with that heal too. Say that
Okay.
Akai, okay, it's Akai with retribution. I was thinking that they might go in with Akai with a Petrify or Flicka.
Oh, all right. I mean, they are trying to play for a bit of a tankiness so that they won't be taken down quite easily, which is a good strategy as well. So let's see what do we have. This is looking good though from the side of Team Vaseline CW. Given the fact that they have went in for absolute tankiness and they have a bit of a lane clearance as well. But Nezuko though will be heavily dependent on her ultimate. So curious to know if that would work out or not. But Minotaur onto the middle lane, that's going to be a slow game we have today.
Yeah, but at the same time, I just wonder why Edith got that roam because kind of useless, right? Your duo is in the jungle. You really need your level as soon as possible, and Rome kind of hinders it. So Edith is already level 2, same, but Mino, he did not get that Rome. So he will be getting that level 4, hitting that level 4 before the Edith. And again, I would say Edith is really strong, but really needs the first two items, maybe the Feather or even the Thunder Belt, before she starts to scale up, before she starts to melt down people.
Oh, agreed. So let's see what do we have so far. So good. No first blood. I feel like the first blood's gonna be around the 5 minutes as usual for this match as well. So waiting on that a lot. But on to the other hand, I don't. With skirmishes, it's just be like one or two in my guesses. What about you, Asya?
Well, I think, but in the top lane, we do see a guy using that heavy spin trying to pin down the Leomord. Leomord bringing his sword barely manages to escape out there. Minotaur just going back just to provide some heal. That was a close call.
Oh, ho, ho, no first blood, but he is out of the way. That's looking quite good. But what about the middle lane though? They need to clear it as soon as possible. While there's Edith who still wants to give a bit of, you know, is- uh, what do you call that? Oh, my God, I'm forgetting my words. A setup? Yep, a setup. A little bit of a setup because Edith can actually do that.
Yeah, one of the heroes who has CC in all three of her skills, but oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, this is the first fight we would be looking, but Team Mion are really want to go back because they don't have the damage. They cannot face the side of Team Vaseline CW as of now. They are waiting it on it for maybe another fight very soon. But as of now, the retribution game coming in from Jinx is really on point.
yeah, definitely the way she just stole the turtle with the damage from the first skill. I would say Leomord is pretty good when it comes to securing the objectives. Like right now, just grabbed away that blue buff from a guy. Yep, gold lead will be in their hands for now. The Mino and Leo combo actually working out. But at the same time, haven't really seen any setup coming up from Edith. She's really waiting for, for her to get some equipments. Just look at her. She is with the roam. But then again, how long will it take to implement that roam? Because it is a 2v2 after all, only 10 minutes. And a guy just trying to farm up. Maybe just wait for Edith before he gives that heavy spin setup and she can just, use up her kills, and the more damage she'll be tanking, the more she will be melting. So the late game looks pretty good to them, but at the same time, the heal, if it goes really late, maybe 8 or 10 minutes, Minotaur's heal will kind of outperform the damage which Edith and Akai give. So maybe Akai needs to look for an opportunity to pin them inside the turret.
I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a slow though of that kind of a setup that they are looking for. Because look at that. Jinx is not interested in fighting. They are playing the slow game. That means they are trying to take down the first blood, so that will be securing them win. So I think that's the strategy that they are going in for today.
Definitely, let's see what they're going in for, but they're really looking forward to take, maybe when the holy shields are down, the gold shields are down, they might be just trying to grab on the first turret because as for now, since the red is on the lead, they do have the turtle. They really might look for one kill too. Let's just see though. I really think that a team who engages first might be on the loss.
Highly possible, highly. But look at that. So much damage coming up. Looks like Edith is looking quite low, has to back off, but there's a chase. Akai perfectly, giving time for Edith to actually manage to go back, but they themselves are looking quite low. I think the Minotaur really plays a very good part for that, a bit of a heal from his second skill.
Yeah, definitely the heal, like I said, they are out healing.
They got Look at that. First blood already done. Titan strike down. That means Nezuko is already next on the chopping block. What are they going to do? Because if the turret is down, it's going to be a bit of a problem. And yeah, the turret is definitely down along with Nezuko. Oh,
Oh,
epic outplay. Epic
yes,
outplay coming in.
definitely the Arut, he just came back in clutch. Yeah, even though they were really low HP, I would say a guy should have turned back. But one kill for a turret. So who is in the lead now?
Yes, that's true. 6 minutes in, they still have 4 minutes to claim a bit of a victory. So they have to work very fast. And here you go. Items are, coming up very quickly too. So I believe they are going to have a bit of an easy time talking about the side of Team Neon, who was onto the red side.
Yeah, man, Minotaur already with the flask. Edith just looking forward to make some of her equipments. And the next turtle up might, this time, they might be the ones who grab onto it. But Leo, as well as Minotaur, they are really forced to clean up the lane since the first turret is still intact on this side.
That's true. That's true. But if they drag it on, I think we might have a bit of a winner on our hands as well. So the goals have been, getting finished off very quickly. They're just making sure to get it on, easily onto their hands so that they don't close on to the 10 minutes very quickly. But okay, a little bit of an immobilization along with a Titan Strike trying to give up a setup. But that Minoan Fury was perfect, but no engagement though from Jinx. That was quite unfortunate.
I'm really questioning that why is Edith the one initiating the team fights, right? She needs to soak up some damage before she converts that entire damage into entire damage which she took into the damage she will give, right? So maybe wait, take some hits, tank some damage before you start to throw your ultimate. So I think that might, if she does that, she might be able to melt down the Leomord pretty easily. But if the Minion Fury is also there just to save the Leomord, pretty even for both of the team compositions. But as for now, turrets matter more than the kills, right?
Yep, that's true. Turret is definitely a good, one thing that we cannot ignore because that would result in a uh, defeat for themselves. Okay, mid lane, I do feel something's gonna come up. They do need to clear those lanes very quickly, but Heavy's been forcing Minotaur to use his minion in Fury. Not much of a setup that we have looked for, but the members are falling down. Let's go. Tusk gets one, but the same. They are just waiting it down. Jinx so low, and I think this should be such a perfect moment if they go invade, but they are not going for the same.
Definitely, and with this one kill into the hands, might even take the tower and make it even. And then it will be the blue team, Team Vaseline.
Yup.
So Vaseline be winning over. What was the name for the other? It was something really common, right? Something to eat. What was it?
That's true. That's true. Look at that. Such. That was definitely a good, comeback though. It's just like 1 minute left, and they have to take another turret. Is it even possible?
Yep, it's just 9 minutes. And if they do not get even one kill, I think it will be the blue team in the lead. And even they know it right now, so I don't think so they will be going in for any exchanges as per now because they're pretty safe, right? Why to just lose the lead which you really have right now? So this 10-minute mark really nearing. We already have our victors. Let's just see what happens in the next game.
Let's go, let's go. SLNCW, despite it, giving up the first blood and, having to, clear those lanes under their own turret and being almost taken down, they still made sure to give a good epic comeback. So I really like this strategy though. Just wait and, make sure to get your enemies like that.
Definitely might as well just surrender and end it sooner, I would say.
Yeah, I think the time's up. And we'll have to wait for the next match though, because it's a best of 8 series as usual.
Yep, okay, we are passing through that 10-minute mark, and the game has ended, and we have a victor for the blue team. Pretty good calm coming in from both the sides. Would say that Akai, of course, wins out because his ultimate is like something you can't even be suppressed. I would say a really good pick in a 2v2. He is, of course, again a very good scaler. The more damage he takes, the more skill he will be with the damage. Yep, the anti-heal was also there on point. Very good from both the sides, I would say. Let's see how they respond in the next game because we won't be seeing any more Akais.
Agreed, agreed. Like, in this tournament, you cannot pick up the same heroes that you have played into the game number one. So that means no Akai, no Edith. I feel like they have given the best of the best combination they have. But curious to know what they will be giving in for the game match number two, though. Given the fact that they still have a bit of an early game hero or maybe a burst mage. I have not seen a lot of mages. It's just, fighters and tanks. A lot of emphasis on tanks as well in this tournament and these matches that's happening from the day number one.
Definitely, because fighters, of course, fighters and tanks are really good in the early. Mages are really squishy. You really need that level 4. They can be one-shotted down, CC'd easily. Yeah, unless it is a mage who can escape really well. I don't think so. It's worth picking a mage up.
That's true. That's true. So let's see game number two, what we have. Gonna be interesting. No Akai, no Minotaur. So I do want to see a team if they would put their best
Please wait,
on the
okay?
second match.
Yep, but let's just go in for a short break and we will start
Hello, hello. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we are so sorry for that little short, long break because there has been some misunderstanding between the players, and the first match that happened would not be counted. So the team members are allowed to pick those same heroes that they have played or different heroes that they do want to play. So let's wait and watch. Looks like on to the blue side, we still have Vaseline CW who are keen to pick up the Edith and they want to go and spice it up from the side of Team Neon. So let's see. And Asuya, what do you think? There's a new team composition coming in, and finally, we got a mage.
Yeah, like I was saying yesterday, some of the early game mages which are really strong, being the Eve, of course, no one compares to Valir. That second skill is just so annoying for any fighter out there. Yeah, so we did see that there is this thing where all the teams are really going, just like you mentioned previously, that all the teams are going in for those fighters and those tanky picks. The Valir is an absolute counter for each and every one of them because he's just heartbroken, right? Slows you down, stuns you, just melts you. It's like giving you a slow death.
That's true. That's true. So let's see what we have. They are trying to get a bit of a counter, like a bit of an immunity. I believe Assassin would work right well against such mages, but that's not the case. Titan Strike goes in for Levi, the Martis. Now the Martis is also very good. Both the sides have front lanes, which is looking quite good. One has the sustain, the other has the crowd control, while the other team Neon is heavily focusing on the crowd control. So let's wait what we will be seeing in this match, because this is going to be the first match between Team CW, so Vaseline CW, and Team Neon. And with that, going into the match, the teams are mixed up as of now. Like, I mean, the teams did pick up new heroes. What are we expecting, Asya?
Mm. No, I'm just in favor of a Valir. I would say Valir is way too strong. Unless and until maybe some flicker combo comes in and maybe the mod is able to decimate the Valir. I don't think so that they will be having an easy time out there. Even though they do have the Mortis, he does have some sort of CC immune, but then again, it's just skills, right? And Valir can just spam that first skill. So yeah, I would say the odds are kind of in the favor of Valir from my side, but then again, don't just negate the possibility how good Lapu Lapu is, even though it doesn't really matter if he gets buffed or not. I would say again, the choice of Lapu Lapu here against an Edith or even a Mortis, I don't know how it will work out. Maybe they just want to shut down or maybe just lock down the Edith first because the one who will be doing the melting down towards the mid to the late game after she gets some of her equipment because Martis does have that CC immunity.
That's true. That's true. So let's see. Let's see. No first blood yet. I guess the teams actually, they since they have played the first game, that was like a practice match for them. They are like quite aware that what they will be expecting. Both the teams are really keen on going for waiting it out. So that's the case here. So look at that. I don't think we again are going to see any first blood quite early on, but there is a bit of a possibility that the wipeout could happen though. That is, I think, a very easy cause that what would go wrong in this matches. So let's see what we have. They are waiting for the first combat.
Definitely, they really need to wait it out. And I would say both teams are really strong in the early, so it really does not even matter. Like usually when one team is strong in the early, I just say that go in for the aggression because you have the upper hand. But right now, both the teams are equally well, especially that Valir. He needs to be taken down because he's the bone of contention if they really want to go ahead and go for those team fights. And yep, at the same time, both Edith plus the Mart is going in for some magical defense.
Agreed. So let's see. Let's see if they go in. Okay. A bit of a Bravest Fighter already used up. They have a bit of a stacks to take down Nezuko, but Martes will be needing the help of Nezuko though if they want to have good set, because it's like kind of easy for Wally to get out of the situation unless he's very low himself, which I don't see him, being into the team fight. But Jinx though, without a retribution, still very confident to take it down. Oh, and they did not. Titan Strike takes that turtle away, securing them the gold that they need. There was a bit of a gold, you know, what do you call that, a gold difference that we were saying. I think the turtle really closed it up, but that just reminds me, why not pick up a Selena? Like you're just allowed in the mid lane. You can spam your abyssal arrows if it hits, and you could literally place your traps and make sure that these members are walking into your traps.
Definitely the early game control with Selena also works out, but then again, kind of falls off towards the late. Especially when the enemy, they'll just be binging and they'll be just rushing the magic defense, the Athena, and all that sort of stuff. I would say kind of just kind of the damage falls short. She isn't easy to catch, but then again, a flicker and then I would say a bit vulnerable out there. But when it comes to a lead, he can just push anyone away from him when anyone comes to him. So yeah. Then again, let's just see if anyone will ever pick it up though.
Yeah, but possibilities are there. So I do want to see if team goes in for that, if they do pick it up or not. But as of now, no first blood. There is a bit of an aggression from Vaseline CW, but they are not very keen on jumping in, because I feel like they did have the HP to get that kills, to get that initiation as well, but they're not going in for the same.
Yep, definitely. But this time they did not go in for the retribution. They are just trying to, just force it through towards the mid, trying to force it through the first turret, especially when the a gold shield goes down. That's where it all begins. Because that's when the main objective is like take a kill or take that turret. So see, they're just waiting it out. Both of the teams know that the one who dies first will be at a disadvantage. So
Yes.
play it safe, play it smooth.
Okay, mid lane. I do feel like we might be able to see something, but it's not a big, initiation that we are looking so far. So let's wait and watch what do we have. But on the same note, what if these members are still not able to get to the first blood, but they have to take down a turret if they want to know if they want to win the match as well. So what is it going to be?
Yeah, definitely. But I do see Martis, he's trying to finally break that stalemate, trying to invade the jungle, trying to get some kills, maybe some action out there. Then again, he really needs to be safe from the valley. Maybe target down the valley first. There is one thing though, Lapu Lapu, one of the diving fighters out there, he will be diving towards the enemies. That will be an opportunity for the enemy to take down the Valir. Say Valir is kind of in a precarious position, really out into the open.
That's true. That's true. I mean, if he plays like that, it's going to be a bit of a problem. But as of now, we might be able to see the first blood. Look at that. Titan Strike looking quite low. Valir is definitely a threat, and it's just working out so well.
Yep, and this is what I was saying. Really, a really safe pick, really strong pick against fighter type of composition. They could have, since they did see a Valir, they could have gone in for something, an assassin who can burst this guy down. Maybe a Hayabusa would work out.
Oh, highly agree on that. Hayabusa, a very good hero, against something like a Bali. I wanted to see something on of Assassin, given the fact that we seen Bali as their first pick, so that was the case. But Titan Strike went in for the Martyrs at the very last moment, so that's also his own choice. So other than that, it's just looking quite good how they are avoiding the first blood. Titan Strike though, he might get May, but they are in the tower safely.
Yeah, but stun over stun connecting, we might see the first blood from the glowing wand from the passive of Valir. But then again, just look at Edith trying to gun down that exchange. Both of them just retreat in a really, really low HP.
Okay. So far, so good. No first blood. We are almost going to the 8 minute. That is crazy. That is definitely crazy.
Yeah, definitely. But they're trying to force one turret through. Edith really low. Same goes for Martis, and I think they should just go back. But they are way too aggressive, especially when the first blood matters. You're just right under the enemy's turret. A very dangerous situation to be in. That too when a Waleed is in the opponent.
Agree. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, we are so closing down to finishing up. What is it going to be? There's just no clear answer coming in from both the teams. Both the teams not going in for the aggression. Both the teams are not targeting the turrets as well. So, what result do we will be having?
I really don't have any idea. That is on our referee and our admins, I would say. Let's just see what happens. 8 minutes already into the game, 2 minutes still left. The entire anything can change in even 1 second. So yeah, 2 minutes are still quite a lot. But then considering that both the teams are playing it really safe, no action, trying to initiate something, but the red team is playing on a really defensive sort of um, style, I would say. Even though they have the lead, they could have gone in for the aggro.
Yes. 9 minutes. Why are they going in for the Lord though? Oh, wait a minute, Jinx though. He knows he has to capitalize that.
Oh,
Oh, the flicker. I think we are getting the first blood. Nezuko jumps in with the ultimate as well. Jinx looking quite low. And what a twist of fate. Looks like we got the wipeout at the very last minute. And team Vaseline CW. I think we got a winner.
yeah, we finally have it. I was saying the entire world can change in 1 minute, but here we have it, the right proof. One short mistake, and there's it. I would say they really forced it through, and this is what I was talking about, right? That the Lapu Lapu, he will be diving way too deep, and Waleed will be out into the open. And I think that was the perfect chance for Edith to just burst down the Waleed. I would say he should have secured or maybe safeguarded his ultimate because there was this panic coming up that Lapu Lapu has dived in. So now I should use my ultimate just to increase the range of my skills. That was a bad decision coming up from the side of Waleed. Just got melted down instead. Used up his purify, could not even flicker away.
Yep, but Team Neon fret not because it's just the first match of the best of three series. So uh, there is still a lot of there's still one more match that they could capitalize. So let's see if we have a clean sweep or if we have three of the three matches. So let's go. Let's wait and see.
Yep, and with this we can already see Edith with the radiant armor as well as the anti-heal. Pretty good to go up against a Valir. Valir going in with the anti-heal too, so yeah. And of course, going in for the anti-cuirass too. Nothing much to see here, 2v2 the first game. It was a right last minute clutch in the hands of the blue team
Yeah.
right now. We won't be seeing a Valir anymore in the second game though. Let's just see what they go in for, what they opt for. At the same time, I think Nezuko really loves Edith. Both the games there was an Edith.
Yep, that's true. But there are still, few of tricks still up their sleeves as well. I really love how Neon went in for a bit of a counter play as well, but that did not work out on their favor. So that was quite a bummer. But on the same notes, what if they don't play in for the counter? What if they go play in for absolute damage? I do want to see something of mid to the late game heroes, especially if it pops up with one damage item. So maybe or maybe not something like a marksman come in this match.
Right? I was really expecting since there is a Valir and there is a Lapu Lapu, they could have for a marksman maybe Clint, maybe a Granger. They could have gun. Say Granger also pretty strong after level 4. At least force them back with the ultimates, right? When one person is jungling, just force the other one, just spam the ultimates and force them to go back. And I'd even like to see LPG. There are really interesting comms coming up. Maybe a Granger and a Nuaria. You both of them can just poke you from really far apart, and then you'll be forced to back off. That's the time when you take the advantage. clear the lane, try to take down the turret.
Oh, that's definitely an interesting combo that we haven't seen so far. A Ranger works out very well despite not having that kind of a damage that we were expecting. But at the same time, he does have enough lane clearance and he does have enough poke ability, which is much needed when you're in a one lane situation, something like a brawl. It works out very well. So let's see if we do get something like a marksman from Jinx or not. But this just, the picking up the Mensitar just means that there is not going to be any assassins so far. Assassins all will be taken off and no dash hero will be there. So it's going to be a problem. What about something tanky? They still have Minotaur that they could pick.
Definitely, but there is the Shredder, the Roger. Late game, after he gets all of his equipments, he will be shutting down the Yuzhong. But then again, there's this issue that Yuzhong is really strong when it comes to his ultimate and just to petrify. But then again, that's the entire point of it. When Yuzhong is trying to go in to give some set, he can just be hooked by Minsitar right into the turret, and then there comes the ultimate. You can't even go out. They have really precarious position for them. Same time, aim and being picked up against a Roger. I would say that not a good choice. I mean, it really depends on how you play, but then again, Roger can diffuse that camouflage with his first skill.
Oh, that's true. That's going to be a bit of a problem for Eamon. So let's see if how Eamon tackles that. But if Amon picks up a lot of damage right there, a lot of you know stacks from just taking down, maybe pick up the Sky Piercer very quickly and get those stacks. I think it's going to be a bit of a easy match for them, but you don't know what will happen because they really love to surprise, anybody because at the ninth minute they took a whole wipeout. So they are definitely one of the interesting teams I have seen so far.
Yeah, definitely. And once again, Yuzhong into the mid. Won't be seeing any roam being picked up this time. And two junglers. Roger is pretty fast when it comes to jungling. Same goes. Even I think even will be falling a bit short. Let's just see what happens though right now. Although Yuyong really needs to be careful, I would say, because this threat from Minsitar where he can just flicker hook you is always into motion. But he can just flicker ult you and you won't be able to do anything. Now even though he has the ultimate, so he really needs to make sure that he's not wasting that purify from his ultimate to get out from that Minsitar set.
That's true. That's true. So, into the match here we go. It's going to be a bit of an interesting. I feel like this is also going to be another 10 minutes because they love to, abuse the strategy of, waiting it out for items and then going in.
Yeah, definitely. So we will be having another slow game, not much of an action happening. Yep, this Minstar really needs some items. Right now, even when he uses his ultimate, the cooldown is like 45 seconds. That's way too much. Same goes for Yuzhong, really high CD on his ultimate. Well, we just wait it out for now. But okay, Yuzhong needs to go back for now. A little action. Then again, PG, Eamon, he is really strong in the early. Might as well just use this opportunity because you do have a really strong early.
I agree. Having the strong early works out very well, but you need to be very aggressive with it as well. So that's going to be another concern for them. So let's wait and watch what do we have. But as of now, the teams are really keen on farming. There you go. Yu Zhong moves in, trying to adjust, and Nezuko though already taken down. So far, we got that first blood. So far, we are getting how the members are going to take down those skills, that aggression. So, what is it going to be? So far, so good. I think Titan Strike will be able to take down the turtle very quickly, but I believe it's very much quicker on his, another form, the wolf transformation. I'm not sure why he's using the human formation a lot for the buffs. But it's okay. I think it's just like a personal preference that is in. But May as well as Mexico freezing up their lanes, making sure they don't get that farm. They don't be able to, uh, to take the farm. That is definitely another good strategy by them. Another slow game, as we have mentioned, members are scattered around the map. They are allowed to take the creeps. They are allowed to take the turtle and the lord.
Definitely, and I would say when it comes to this freezing game, Minsitar Minsitar has the upper hand because the more he freezes, the more Yuzhong, since he's a close range fighter, he needs to come towards them. That's when he gets hooked. But Minsitar just decided to clear it all away. Since Eamon was there, so maybe they were planning to take that first blood, but killing a Yuzhong isn't that easy, right?
That's true. It is definitely not easy, and on top of that, let's not forget that it is they need a bit of a attack speed as well. In the form of Roger, yes, they do have it, but they have to, make sure to get it on time, because mobility wise, Team Vaseline CW do have it except Nezuko, but Neon mobility wise 10 on 10.
Yeah, definitely. But then again, I would say this waiting strategy, it will really play out well for the red team because the more the game goes late, the more Roger as well as Minsitar will be scaling up. Meanwhile, Yuzhong as well as Eamon, they of course they do scale up with those equipments, but the scaling is less than what the other team would be getting. They have a good early to use that early, right? Let me just look at the hook.
Okay. Roger, though, I think that ultimate is there, but flicker from Nezuko. Titan Strike will be taken down. This time, I think the HP really won them this team fight.
It's kind of funny that how Minsitar did gave a good initiation, but then somehow Yuzhong, he waited for Roger to pounce on him. And then he just took him, baited him inside the turret. That was a really smart move because he waited for his ultimate till the very last point so that Roger wasn't to secure that kill with a pounce, with the Lycan pounce. So yeah, that was a good bait. Playing up from the Yuzhong. MVP, definitely MVP in that team fight. Although that flicker hook also coming in from Mincy was pretty good. Roger, if he had a bit more damage, might might have out.
Oh, that's true. That's true. As of now, Team Neon is really showing a good contender. They are on a 2-0 score, 2 on their side, 0 onto the side of Team Vaseline CW. And they are the ones who's, having that aggression as well. They are not initiating. Oh, Nezuko missing out that hook, and unfortunately pulling up the ultimate as well. That the timing could not be worse for Nezuko. But it's okay. We can get their ultimate under some few seconds. Going to be a bit of a time though before they initiate once again. But 6 minutes into this game, they need to take down a kill. They need to make sure to take down threats as well if they do want to win this match.
Yeah, definitely, they really need to push something through this blue team on the lead with 2 kills.
That's true. That's true. So let's wait and watch if we do get something as of now. But what is it going to be? I think they are playing again the slow game. They know they can play that kind of a slow, given the fact that, you know, they are the ones who actually invented this kind of a strategy right here into the first match, which was not considered.
Yeah, funny how you say they invented it, but yeah, I would say they the waiting out strategies for them, and then again they picked up heroes which rely on the waiting strategy, but somehow it's just not working out with the Yuzhong pick.
That's true. That's true. Hujong very high on the damage plus his passive is really saving him up. And Roger Titan Strike unable to do what he wants to actually go in for. So that is definitely a problem. But on to the other hand, we may be able to see a bit of an aggression, like a proper look at that. This is what I was talking about. Uh, Amon is getting all the protection he's needed. He's getting all that, just right from the Yuzhong itself, and he doesn't need a tank for that. So that is another crazy thing. Oh, he goes in, he jumps in. There's an ultimate. He's unable to get out of the way. He's looking quite low, but Nezuko is low as well. The passive for the Yuzhong works out very well. Another wipeout will be there. Oh, look at that. We have Amon without the Sky Piercer and still having so much damage.
You know, it's kind of, I would say the game is kind of set in stone for now because like only 2 minutes are left and you can't get 4 kills, like 5 kills in these 2 minutes, right? So it's a definite win for the side of the blue team, even taking down the first turret out there. I would say they're doing a great job out there because when Mincy just ults, that's Yuzhong just baits Mincy's ult, uses up the ultimate just to purify it away, and when he just baits the Roger too, because he's like, I'm in low HP, come pounce on me. And that's when Eamon just goes, kills the Mincitar. Meanwhile, the dragon just baits the Lycan pounce inside the turret. So yep, with the petrify, and yep, there we have it. Complete wipeout.
That is true. That is true. Team Neon is really surprising up, with this team composition. Look at that. May does have the immunity from the Black Dragon form, thus jumps in, trying to
Yep.
rely on his passive, will be falling down. But Titan Strike, look at that. Amon with the Winter Crown at the very right moment. Titan Strike down. There's still Nezuko running around, and I do believe it is a death trap right there. But wait. Oh, so close. So close for the Jinx. And there you go, another wipeout.
Yep, and with this victory already set in stone, might as well just surrender because there are only 30 seconds left, right? Only
Yeah,
20 seconds.
they are going in for everything. They are just like, okay, I'll just take another turret and then we'll surrender.
Taking their own sweet time to just. And there we have it. Pretty good match coming in from the side of the blue team. So this is Wipeout, right?
Yep.
Clean
And
sweep.
oh no, the first match. Wait, what? The first match? Was it Team
Leader.
Vasco CW.
I really don't remember, but it was. Sure, it was the Martyrs as well as the Edith, which one?
Yep. So we will
Team
be getting
team.
a third
Okay.
match.
Okay. I think it is a 1-1 and it will be another match. I think it is a tie for now.
Yep, it is a tie. Look at the scores though. I think Amon is also another good hero right here, but needs to farm up a bit. That early game is not there for the Amon, but it just climbs up with the itemization as well.
Definitely, he didn't even go for the Sky Piercer. I would say the Windhopper as well as the
The
one that
speed.
genius one.
Yep, the speed is what they needed, and the speed is what they get. So I think onto the side of Team Vaseline CW as well, they didn't match up the energy, but in a way the setups were a bit slow. Given the fact that they were baiting a lot, especially me.
I would say that Roger Pig didn't really work out for them. They have gone in for AoE, which complement the King, or maybe something which can counter the Yuzhong, because when Yuzhong is in the air, MM can melt him when he's in the air, right? Because we did see that both the Minsadar as well as the Roger, they were facing issues when Yuzhong was just flying into the air and then he was literally immune because could hit him in the sky. So I would say that thing they should have considered. But they did have, maybe they just thought maybe the basic attack from Roger could have worked out, but somehow Roger was trying to mark down the Eamon. Eamon was going in for the Mincetar. So if 2v1, you really can't do that, right?
Yep, it was definitely a bit of a chaotic match. That we were looking for, but yep. So, let's see what we have. Oh, we get another mage, which is a bit of a a safe mage pick with the black shoes. But on to the other side, team Neon, or are they going to go in for May and Jinx? There's a Sora damage wise, the crowd control wise, very very good. But oh, is it a Kagura? And yep, it is a Kagura. Yo, that's just definitely crazy team compositions coming in.
Yeah, definitely, I would say Kagura is a strong pick in the early. Her burst is good at level 4, but then again, against the Lilia, because Lilia can just use her magic shoes and go back, right? So I think her ultimate might be wasted because the only issue with Kagura is like once the ultimate is gone, she doesn't have much to offer in those team fights. So she has the flame shot though, but she does have the escape. So she won't be able to be. I mean, she will be pretty safe, I would say. One of the mages whom you wouldn't chase, who is very safe when it comes to someone who's trying to chase you or trying to kill you down. A hard to kill mage, that is. Sora 2, of course, pretty strong. The jungle 2, really strong. Has this AoE, has the CC, has the damage, has the sustain. And just like we saw yesterday, if the Sora is good, he might just go inside the turret and take those kills onto the Lilia. But then again, killing a Lucas might be something far fetched because I would say Lilia is one of those mages who kind of zones the fighters, slows them down just like a really slow death, I would say.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, another interesting team composition. I mean, this is the hero team comp that we have not seen on to the match number one, day number one and day number two so far. So, yep, that is there. So, I am curious. I'm definitely curious given the fact that how Kagura will work. She's definitely going onto the list of forgotten heroes. It's so rare that I see her in rank. It's so rare. I even see her in the brawl as well.
I see her in every rank I play somehow.
Oh my god. I think I need to play on your server then.
Yeah, I myself play Kagura sometimes, like we do know Kadita is a meta pick, right? She can burst
Yes.
down almost anything, but Kagura is a counter to Kadita. She can just, melt down Kadita instant. Before even her passive heals her back up, she bursts Kadita down. So if you guys do have a Kadita in the opponent, you can pick up Kagura. She's a really safe pick. And a Kadita who has some brain wouldn't even target down a Kagura unless she's on a flicker. Kadita.
Oh, that is definitely interesting picks right here. So let's see what we have. First blood though. Again, we do have a bit of an early game on Lilia with the lane clearance 10 on 10, while Kagura has to take a bit of reliance from the turret as well. But oh, look at that. They are very much keen on taking away the farm as well. Level 4, I think Titan Strike will be getting level 4 very quickly.
Definitely, when it comes to level 2, then they are really strong. Kagura needs that level 4. And again, even when Lilia gets at level 4, she can, I would say, outplay the Kagura because she has the magic shoes. So that ultimate can be baited out pretty easily. But then I would say they just took Kagura for the safety purposes. Right now, I would say Lucas and Sora, both of them are pretty good picks. The only question I have is like, the Lilia, she is pretty confident on the magic shoes, or maybe Flicker. You should have gone in for the Purify because Sora might do that crowd control on her, and that's the window where Kagura has the opportunity to burst the Lilia down.
Oh, highly possible though. We might be able to see that kind of a gameplay. So let's wait and watch. What do we have so far? No first blood. Oh, look at that. Lucas jumps in for the back lanes, misses out the blast, but he is himself is very, very low. Now Nezuko, very low. There you go. Jinx jumps in, targeting the Lucas, and we got the first blood. There's a chase for Titan Strike, but I think he has enough mobility to get out of the way.
Lucas is kind of not that strong in the early, especially against the Sora. He shouldn't have dived in like that. So that was really risky, and he pays for it. Yep. Now we have the red team on the late. They will also be securing that turtle, and even how did Lilia get up? How did that happen? No retribution or what?
That's true. It's just, they are very chaotic as of now, making sure to get it as quickly as possible. But I think the first flood is already set down. We're getting closer towards the gold shield being taken off as well. And it's just, you know talking about turret wise, I feel like Team Neon will be having a bit of a problem if there's no Sora taking down the turret. uh, but it's just the same for the side of Team Vaseline CW as well. So I don't think like they are going in for some turrets rather than taking down kills.
Believe highly possible, but as for now, the Sora, and I would say it's just because of that Sora, the red team looks to be in a bit more of a favoring comp out there. Even though the Lilia is there, she has the magic shoes, she has the flicker, but then one mistake, she might be getting caught up in a lot of CCs and she won't be able to fly out with those magic shoes. And as for the Lucas, he's a good pick, but then again, he just missed his ultimate. Plus, I would say Lucas with an Angela is more of a sustain, better comp they could have gone in for, could have given a bit more sustain. But as per now, against a Sora, where he can just be dragged left and right, really needs to be careful before he goes that aggressive like he already did once.
That's true. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Black Shoe's already done. I think this is the way where Kagura jumps in, but Kagura using up her, combo. But this team fight goes into the hands of Nezuko. Look at that. Nezuko is, I think, relying on the items more, and as you know, the time's passing by, his items are growing. So this is definitely a good moment that Nezuko is shining. Look at that.
Yep, definitely. He does have the small version of the Vorax for some healing. Same goes for Jinx. But then again, the Lilia factor is what is, winning it out. I think Kagura went in for that elegant gem. She should have just rushed in for the anti-heal instead. Or maybe the Sky Piercer could have worked out pretty more. But okay, magic shoes being used up already. Really that first kill, Sora not managing to grab that kill.
Okay, so far it's looking so good. In that, uh, turret though, I feel like Titan Strike, will he be able to get it? He doesn't have his black shoes. Kagura can easily burst him down, but Nezuko to the rescue. Okay, Mei runs back. That is looking quite good. But Titan Strikes this, he got his black shoes up, so I think he can play it, back aggressively, and he is actually.
Yep, right now the second turtle already up, and just look at the Lucas going in for the Kagura. Just again tries to burst down the Lilia using that magic shoes, but then the line tail beast wrecking havoc into the back line. Kagura does not have the second skill. Okay, she does get it. The CD is out there, but Mel coming in from the Lilia out there. But with this Kagura, things being forced away, the first turret might be taken down because there's a lot of poke in the hands of Lilia right now. Okay, just look at the Sora trying to jump in, trying to secure, safeguard that turret. But will it be even enough? Because the second minion wave is also almost already up, and Kagura alone really cannot defend if Lilia jump on her together. With this, the assault onto the first tier out there, I don't think so they will be able to sustain that. But Sora going in for the Lucas, the Nine-Tail Beast form once again, grab some HP as the War Axe is already on top. Although this is, look at the burst coming in from the Lilia, uses up that flicker to take down the Sora. This is the first turret down, and we finally have a lead.
Oh, look at that turret down. And it's 1 for 1. So it's going to be a bit of a problem. And as we are talking about it, the turret, they need to take down the turret if they do want to make it out as a winner, because it's a very, very close call for them, because this is the last match of the best of 3 series that they are in. That means if they lose this out, they are out of the tournament, and if they don't, they have to go in for another round against the opponents who have won from the previous days. So what is it going to be? Jinx is trying to get in for a bit of a setup, unable to get it as of now. But Nezuko though, they are there to clear the lanes. They are very much putting that emphasis on that.
Yeah, definitely. And with this, they're trying to go in for the second turtle. Okay, this is third turtle of the game. But then again, really does not really matter because already the blue team already has a turret secured. They really need to, protect the first turret so that the lead does not go as an equal with that because the kills are already pretty equal out there. Kagura might try to melt someone down, poke down the Lilia because I haven't been seeing, since Lilia is, of course, she does have that second skill, but then Kagura also has that first skill from her umbrella to poke people left and right. I haven't seen, and she's just using it more to clear up the minions, not to poke the Lilia, not to poke the Lucas, and maybe that's where the def comes in because Kagura's damage, the lane clear is really, really bad. They really need to buff something for her, I would say.
Oh, they still have a bit of a time left. You're talking about 1 minute onto the clock. If they could take it down, Sora jumps in and has another form. They are not able to, get the kills on. They're not able to get the turret as well. The pressure is definitely building up because 1 minute in, they could change the table because we have seen that on the match that which was not, considered. So, what is it going to be? What is it going to be? Is it going? Are they going to take the defeat and go home, or are they going to change the table?
Might as well just go in risky because they're already losing. Just go and commit. Just try. What can I say? Better than doing nothing, right? Maybe you win out.
Oh. Oh, possible, possible. Okay, look at that. Sora tries to jump in, but he knows the turret will be doing so much damage. 30 seconds left. The minions are there, but the fast clearance from Lilia is just enough. And I think we got a winner.
Yeah, definitely. I would think the follow-ups from Kagura are not enough. The lane care from Lilia is way too much for them to even try to force through the first turret. And we have just a few seconds left, and we already have the victor in this best of three, two games on the side of the blue team.
And there you go. One for one. I think this is another good hero, Lilia, being as that hero who could clear lanes very quickly, be safe as well. So there you go. Jace will be taken down, and we got a winner. It's going to be Laslin CW.
Yep, I would say a pretty good game coming in. The choice of Lilia worked out pretty well. Near Kagura, sadly, the lane clear was not enough. Could have gone in for the Vexana because her lane clear is really strong. And I would say he's pretty good when it comes to defending against fighters too, right? Even Lucas, he just have a short burst of immunity and then you can just CC him all you want. And that time Sora could just take them down. So yeah, I think Kagura pick didn't work out well for them. Vexana, a Eve, maybe a Zushin and a Valir would have worked out better. Very strong early.
Agreed. So crazy match, crazy first match we have got into our timetable today, and this is definitely interesting match to remember as well. But okay, Kagura did not work out very well, despite I put my high hopes on how Kagura will work, and I think we have seen how it did work right here. But other than that, the match was very good, and this was it for the match number one series, guys. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Valentine's Duo tournament hosted by MOBA HUB. Back again to the series number 2. We have Team Alu versus Team Telseem's only one. Team Alu onto the blue side, Telseem's only one onto the red side. Again, this is going to be another BO3, so let's wait and watch. Hilda already picked up. So yeah, what are we expecting?
Really strong pick with the Hilda. I would say go in for a Waleed just to defuse this early bomb. What else can I say? She's really, really, really strong. But okay, we're seeing a Ruby. Ruby also works out. And we have a Sura. Okay, I think Sura will also work out because there's a lot of CC in the hands of the red team right now. But then again, since there are so many fighters who heal up so much with so much war axe, I think maybe a marksman can do a good job for them because if there is no shredder and the game goes late, I don't think so that the Ruby as well as the Sora will be able to be. I think nothing will be able to kill them. They will be so sustainable. But but unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, maybe they're just confident on that Guniver and Hilda comp. I think they're planning for really early kills before because they're really strong in the early, right?
Highly, this is definitely a good team composition though. Talking about the Ruby, Ruby works very well. The little bit of a spell vamp that she has, that is also another good, you know, plus point for her as well. But Sora, another addition. We are getting Sora back to back, so yep, that's there. And oh, we got another couple, and they do have higher affinity.
Yeah, definitely they do have. Let's just see what they plan, how they execute this, because Guniver, I would prefer a marksman, maybe a Clint, a Brody, maybe a Leslie. She has a lot of range. She could just make
Oh,
the win for the Sora too. Because I think, Leslie, people just underestimate and just say that she's way too late game. But then again, if you give her Sky Piercer, she takes up a lot of kills. And with the Hilda, she will be just farming those kills left and right.
okay, okay. Oh, we got an early pause. Looks like maybe some team is facing some kind of issue. Let's wait on that. But audience who are watching right now, do share the stream, do like the stream, and also do comment because the giveaways are on every single day. There is 2 weekly passes given out. You may be the lucky winner. Yesterday we had almost 16 to 20 members there who was watching the stream right from the start. But today I want to see more people coming in as well because hey, come on, there's giveaways, and on top of that, the matches are definitely interesting. It's not your usual tournament that you look at it every day.
Definitely. And we can see Guinevere, her, I would say jungle is faster than Sora, definitely. But yeah, in the mid lane, we don't see either of them taking the room. Hilda is really strong, might as well just go in for some pokes with the Ruby, because right now Ruby does not have that level 4 and she cannot hook you into the turret. And you can just use the bush right next to you. So I don't know what Hilda is planning because she could have definitely been a lot of aggressive gameplay from Guni as well as the Hilda. Trying to invade Sora's jungle could be something interesting and it could work out for them.
Hmm. That could be there. That could be there. Uh, So let's see. No first blood yet. I think another team we are getting that is going to be a bit of a slow game. First blood all depends on how Sim slot as well as they go in for a bit of an engage, and they are very keen on going for a bit of a you know targeting each other's jungle. But it's okay. It's okay. They have diffused the situation.
Yep, definitely. And what's just happening? Sora trying to take up some buffs. Same goes for Guni, just taking each other's buffs out there. But Guni might just jump on Sora. Sora does have the ultimate to immune, but does not really use it away. Damage isn't enough, though. Might just go in for Guni. Guni just flag in the turret, the safety of the turret. Yep, a little bit of poking, nothing much happening. Hilda and Ruby, they're just stuck to the mid lane. It's crazy how Hilda is not really using this opportunity to take down the Guinevere because she is really strong right from level 2, right? And she's already level 4. Ruby is also there for the help, but Hilda is not even coming. Crazy.
Hey, okay, a bit of a slow game once again. So, as of now, first blood though, both the sides have enough crowd control. Both the sides have enough, you know, damage as well. So curious how they will be trying to play it out. But on to the other hand, I am okay. Come on, man, spice it up. Don't give us some slow games.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing much is really happening. Hilda, really slow clear. I mean, slower than Ruby. So if they're just planning to clear lanes with Hilda, I don't know why even pick Hilda.
Oh, hell, maybe like they do want a bit of a sustain, right there. So maybe that's the thing that they're going on for. But I think lane freezing might work very well in this situation if the games are going in this low.
Yeah, definitely. And almost 4 minutes into the game, and he might try to jump on Ruby. Her second skill just uses up the spatial migration. And with this first kill already in the hands of the Guinevere, but with this Sora trying to go into Hilda, Hilda is pretty tanky. Guinevere as well as Hilda 2v1 trying to do something out there, trying to jump, cancels that jump once again. Okay, uses up that ultimate, trying to pounce and stun both of them together. The second, I would say, good counter.
Definitely, the sustain is definitely there, and Hilda doesn't have to go back and actually get a heal back as well. She just needs to go into the bushes and she will be up. Oh, spatial migration coming in once again for Artemis will be going down. Now that is definitely quite aggressive from the side of team Alu. Look at them, they are trying to go in for the goal quickly, and I think Ayush though needs to clear up the lanes.
Yep, definitely, and I would say Ruby really needs to be careful out there because she got just caught up in Kuni's second skill 2 times, and of course Kuni's damage is way too much. Then again, you know what's the most special part is like Ruby can literally counter the Guinevere. Like when she jumps, if Ruby uses up her second skill, the jump will be cancelled, and instead she can pull her inside with I am offended inside the turret. And just make her stay there. But then again, I would say Ruby, I don't know if she knows or if she does not know because she's wasting that second skill. And I would say maybe Guinevere is also waiting for Ruby to use up that second skill, and that's when she just jumps on her.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I really like, if Ruby can actually counter, but the timings is not working out for them. But Artemis will be going down. Ayush looking quite low. There is Hilda who's
Oh,
taking so much turret damage, and Sora for the clutch. Look at that. Ayush wins up the, despite put in a situation of a 1v2. And I think we got a turret as well.
so that's what I'm saying. Sora is really strong with the fighter ultimate, but then again, Hilda, why is she coming out without activating her passive, without her shield? Because it couldn't have been that easy of a kill for the Sora, especially with the Hilda. But then again, it is what it is. And with this one turret already down, suddenly it is the red team who is in the lead.
Oh, yes. That is definitely interesting. Look at them. They are trying to go in to, gather up as much as gold as well. So that is also another good thing. S- and on top of that, Sora quite strong enough. He has the damage. Oh, spatial migration coming in for the Sora. He tries to miss it out. There we go. Artemis in the safe position, but Simslot has to move back given the fact that he just missed it. But Artemis with the flicker. Oh, he did get it, but there's no ultimate from the Guinevere.
That was a pretty good duo comp coming up right there. As soon as Guinevere, she jumped on the Sora because she knows that Sora is the one they need to take out first because he is Pain, bone of contention. So Ruby just gave her the CC, and that's what I was talking about. You can just cancel that second skill. If Guinevere hasn't started the ultimate, you can cancel that second skill pretty easily. She even used that I am offended, Uno reverse. Ruby be like, you bullied me, now I will be the one who will be bullying you. And of course,
Yeah.
Sora himself is immune when he casts his ultimate. So yeah, pretty good opportunity Ruby gave to the Sora. But okay. Once again, we do see the spatial migration and a kill on Artemis once again. Sora also goes in with a second skill and the ultimate trying to CC them down, trying to take down the Premier. But with this Hilda once again trying to just throw up, trying to poke. But then he is under the turret and they're really trying to push it through. He does have the ultimate. I think he has, yep. He has the fighter ultimate, might as well just clear it up.
Okay. Middle lane, there's quite of, a lot of aggression right there. As of now, red team are really close of winning. If blue team takes down their turret, it's going to be a bit of a situation to see who takes the first blood, and that will be the match winner. But as of now, with one turret taken down from the side of team, Talsim only once, I think they are so close of getting the winning. Oh, Sora though goes in. There's a bit of a damage right there. Guinevere will be bursted out.
They're really trying to, make it even with the first turret. It's already 8 minutes into the game, it's gonna end. So before the blue team is really trying to even it out, but somehow when we're already getting taken down, it is a 1v2 once again, and Hilda kind of useless when there is no push. The only issue with Hilda is that, so I don't think so she'll be able to clear up those minions that fast because the lane clearing is really that strong enough. But yeah, for now, I would say the red team definitely on the victory side.
Okay. This is a bit of a lot going around given the fact that we are closing down to 10 minutes and red team are really close and they are saving up the turrets.
Oh yeah, they are trying it really hard. Sora also jumps in, tries to take down the Guinevere, and of course, there it is, the pickup. Guinevere falls down once again, way too desperate before the 10-minute marks. Hits Hilda with the crying emote. Well, of course, what can she do? This is just the first game. Let's just see what happens in the second because I think the first game is already logged. The victor is already decided.
Yep, there you go. But fear not, it's going to be a best of three series. So these members do have another match to prove themselves. They do want to stay in this, tournament. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to be active on the chat as well if you do wanna win the giveaways. And also, let's not forget. Oh, wait a minute. There you go. There's Sora trying to do something, but the time's up. And we got a clear winner.
Well, yeah, we have a clear winner. Let's just wait for the second game and let's just see what happens. And it's already over. Pretty good back from the side of Sora, I would say. The way he just did 1 versus 2. That's how you really need to not underestimate damage from a Sora, especially when you are not that mobile and you're a fighter. He can just melt you down with that HP based damage.
That's true. I think the sustain really works, The sustain is what they are looking for, and is actually important in a 2v2 situation.
Yeah, definitely, and with this, I think the second match will be starting as soon as possible, and we will not be seeing a Sora again. Let's just see what both of the teams they opt for.
Yup, let's see. Is this not over? Diving to the second match where quickly as possible we are gonna see if this match goes in from the clean sweep or if this match goes in for the third match as well. For the first series, we did get a third match. The second series, what is it going to be? New heroes gonna be picked. That means new team composition, new strategies will be applied. I think so far, I there are like very few teams who are very keen on taking the slow route and taking on the items and then going in. But let's see if we get any mages this time.
We do see Esmeralda being picked up really early. I think since she's in a, I mean, of course she's a strong pick, but then a very easy counter. You can pick up a Direct, you can pick up a Thamus, you can pick up a CC, and she'll be decimated. Yeah, and the red team does have the option for it. And with this, Esmeralda does not provide more of a crowd control, right? In the previous match, they had the Ruby, they had the Sora, a lot of CC, which did give them the upper hand. So one less crowd control in this game. Let's just see what Ayush goes for, because he might also be. He might pick up something which gives CC instead of the Esmeralda, just to fulfill that point. And with this Roger being shown up in the screen, CC of course pretty good pick against the Esmeralda, and she is also really strong, but that Roger pick, I wonder if it will work out.
I am curious as well because Roger, we have seen time by time. Onto the first match, it did not work out very well and was on the losing side. So it's going to be a bit of a, 50-50 for me because I'm not sure what we will be having. Plus, I'm not sure how these members, will be playing Roger as well. Because again, it could be a hero that they have been playing. Forever. Like they do want to play these kind of heroes, meaning them for a long time. So I do want to see what result we have as of now. You know, Esmeralda's good counter is Dyrod, and they did pick up Dyrod themselves. So this kind of shows that they don't want to give out those kind of heroes. So again, interesting match we have in our hand.
I mean, true, but then the two picks were already taken away, so it really didn't matter if they picked up the Direct or if they did not pick up the Direct. But yeah, I would say with a bit of a tanky build, just a Vorax, just What? Go for defense item with the Queen's Wings and Rose Gold. I would say Tyrant can sustain a lot towards the late game. So the red team, they really need to rush anti-heals, and of course depends on CC whether she wants to go in for the Sea Halberd for damage or maybe the dominance for it's more sustained, because Tyrant definitely is very strong in the early, will be melting down the CC as well.
Agreed. So it's just a bit of how these members making sure to get it on onto their hands and making sure to make use of their passives as well. Now, mobility wise, I feel like it's going to be into the hands of team Alu, but damage wise also you cannot say both of them can come in with 50-50, a good amount of damage.
And with this Esmeralda definitely showing that early game dominance, but then again CC just trying to freeze the lane, using the typical strategy of freezing the lane and bringing the other person near to you. Darius is out there looking for an opportunity maybe to kill the CC just like in the previous game, but then again, it does not matter. Rogers' clear will be a bit slower than Darius. So maybe Darius is looking for an opportunity to take out a kill as soon as possible because he does have the early into his name. Why not just use that, right? Because Roger is late game, mid to late, meanwhile CC is in the early. And like really strong right from level 1, but then again, level 4 she will be more useful because she'll be able to tie both Esma as well as Tyrant. And Esma has done a good job bringing that vengeance just to counter out the CC.
That's true. That's true. It could go any side. The game's really unpredictable as of now. Since these are the heroes, we haven't seen it to the number one, and on to the day number two, we are getting these. So I'm curious to see what are they gonna go for. Like, who's gonna get the first blood again? First blood, it could happen any side. These members could play aggressively. The members could play a bit passively as well. So let's wait and watch.
Definitely. And we can see something trying to happen out there. Roger missing out the first kill onto the Esmeralda. Yep. But then the first turtle already up. They might go in for one kill or maybe just straight away dive in for that turtle because Roger does not really seem to be interested in that. Of course, he needs a bit of a farm before he can start to do anything. For right now, both the teams, though, they do not have any crowd control. Esmeralda has the ultimate for amount of stun. Meanwhile, the CC has ultimate just the yo-yo blitz just to bind two people together. all they have for now. With this, maybe Roger being spotted all alone might get sandwiched by two people.
Oh, what a call, though. What a close call that we have gotten. As of now, I think Sims Barry, though, has to move out. Mobility wise, she is out, but damage, she's taken down so much. I think she has to definitely go back for a refill of her health, but before that the lanes are really important, so yep, the lane was taken.
With this much happening, the gold lead in the hands of the blue team right now because they did secure that turtle. Esmeralda just clearing up those lanes. CC is not going aggressive because the turret might jump on her, right? But then again, I mean, what can I say? Just wait for Roger's late game because Dara is not getting an opportunity anywhere this time. Even CC is making sure that she stays inside the turret, does not get ambushed by two people. This time they don't even have any crowd control to lock down one person specifically. So, that Guinevere kind of strategy wouldn't work out.
Agreed. So, you know, as of now, team Alu, who has 0 points under their hands, they have to, wait it out. I think the goal sheet is also something of the, hindrance for these teams to go in very aggressive. Even if they go, the turrets is just, already not there. Ayush, though, he jumps in, but I think that window of opportunity will be taken away from him. The turret, as of now, has no gold shield. That means members can play aggressively, they can jump in, and if they do, it's a very, easy way to get that turret and a victory for themselves. Because if you take down the max turrets, if you have the max turrets in your team, that means you will be crowned as the winner of this match. But again, second match very intense because not any of the teams, any of the members are do want to go for that engage.
Exactly, Roger is stealing the blue buff away. The enemy's jungle, meanwhile, Dara just goes in for the turtle. And nothing was happening. 6 minutes into the game, not much of an action. We might see some action right now. Finally, Direct going in, trying to invade that blue along with the Esmeralda. Uses up the ultimate just to jump onto that Roger. Roger just uses up that Lycan bounce to move away. Is he using? I don't think so. She used up that yo-yo blitz. I think it was a good opportunity, right? But then she did not commit to it.
Oh, close call. Close call. That was definitely a good engage from both the sides, but no first blood taken down is definitely another bummer for them, given the fact that the time's ticking and the match only lasts for 10 minutes.
And yep, not much of an action. What can I say? The turret still stands. The gold shields are gone. And the gold lead does not really matter because you really need one kill. CC is playing safe. Esma is also into the mid because they really know. She knows that Roger really can't do that initiation or maybe that.
Yep.
Okay, but she is getting that basic attack from Roger actually starts hitting after he builds up the corrosion.
Oh, Roger is definitely very much, dependent on his items as well, and as well as set as well. So I do want to see how CC will be making that. I think for actually winning up the game, you need one hero who is deployed onto the mid lane, who has the highest lane clearance potential, and then you need something tanky that is working out very well. But you need to put something on the mid lane who's clearing the lanes, who has the HP, who has the sustain, who has the damage as well. So we have more than hundreds of heroes to go through as well. So, and definitely we are getting surprised by new combinations. So this combination as well, I do want to see how they will be trying to win this up.
Yep, the 8 minute mark already being hit up. Okay, the Lord, the direct is going in, committing for that Lord. Maybe this is the opportunity where they go in for thing. Okay, Roger is not really interested. He's just going marking down the rest of his jungle. CC is also still unaware into the mid lane. Esmeralda just trying to provide some vision, trying to distract the CC as well as the Roger, but maybe they have finally realized. But it is way too late because, of course, it grabs onto that Lord, and that's what the direct console of the Lord because the Spirit Lamp is way too much.
That's true. That's true. Look at them. Oh, maybe first blood. Maybe first blood. But Artemis though jumps in. The Dairoth as well, taking on so much turret damage. Artemis is also trying to take in some more, but we are not looking at that. 8 minutes in, closing down to 9. No kill, no turret. What is it going to be?
Well, we will be seeing a Lord, but the Lord takes the bottom turret. That's crazy. But okay. Esmeralda finally tries to goes and jumps and then Lyos grabs that kill onto this right at a second kill. Second kill as Dyrith out heals them both. And with this, you don't even need the Lord because there we have the winners. Best of two, a clean sweep by the side of the blue team.
My goodness, that 1 minute clutch, that they also, I think this is the second team we are looking at who has pushed it right at the 9th minute. Definitely a crazy situation they have put they themselves, and we got a winner.
They might as well just surrender, I would say, because 10 seconds, you can't just do anything, right?
Very less chance, and yep, it's over.
So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going in for a short break. We already have the victors. I mean, both the times I would say Ayush clutching with the Sora. The second game, he clutching with a turret, doing 2v1 right into the turret. That heal was pretty insane.
That's true. That's true. Talking about the stats though, that would definitely takes up a lot right there. They did depend a bit on their, HP as well. The sustain was there, so it worked out very well. But other than that, kudos though. Nice game we have seen today.
Yep. And we will be going in for a short break. Stay tuned because we have two more teams with, I would say, four more matches, hopefully.
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is the third series you guys are watching. We have Sleep is Optional versus Harmony's Blades coming up with another interesting team composition. Once again, I'm Peachy and I'm joined by Asaya. Asaya, we got Louie as the first pick. Finally, we are seeing mages, which is quite a surprise for me.
I mean, definitely she has, I would say her early burst potential is pretty good because the 1-2 combo gives a lot of damage. Plus, if you are a good Louis, you will do the double stun combo and that guarantees a kill. Plus, the range is there right behind the minions. Like, minions just help to extend that gap. So, I would say pretty strong pick. Now they just maybe they might go in for another burst hero who can poke down the low HPs. Might go in for an assassin. Let's just see. They do have the advantage because they can stay whipped for the second pick. Right now we are seeing Karina. The Karina and a Changi. I mean Changi, her ultimate CD has been reduced by quite a lot. So she can literally, gun those minions. She's very good when it comes to taking down the minions and protecting the turret. That's what it's just like that Lilia game. But that Karina picked though, BJ.
Highly, I'm really like, you know, suspecting why and how the Karina's coming. Maybe that hero is something that he or she mains, or something that's like, very confident in. But finally, is it going to be a Granger? No, Sora picks up the Tigreal. We could have gotten a Granger game, but it's okay. It's okay. Maybe onto the next few games we may be able to see that. But it's the first match of this best of three match the match series number three. So Change for the lane clear. I feel like this Change might go for the attack speed one. I have a feeling.
Hmm. but but the attack speed was kind of nerfed. I think the golden staff was nerfed on Changi, so yeah, she might build the Windtalker, but then again, really matter. I think this Karina pick will not work out because she's good when there's a marksman in front, right? Because she's immune to basic attacks. But with a Louis can just, the way Karina will come towards the front trying to secure those kills, Louis will just CC her a lot. Plus, there's a Tigreal too. He will just push her away. So I think the Karina is in a really precarious position. She isn't like, I would say, a chopping block in the chopping block in this game. Let's see if they can work it.
Let's see. I think it's gonna be a little bit easy for the Tigreal to push down the minions as quickly as possible, and also I think they are trying to play it slow once again. So I think interrupting the Karina's farm could be a very good option, but look at that Tigreal giving out the vision. Now they don't have a kind of a jungler as opposed to their enemies, so gold wise they might go struggle a bit.
But have definitely, and with this, all of them like level 2, but Karina will be leveling up pretty fast. Maybe that window of time is when she can actually use to grab a kill, but then again, she's level 4 and the rest of the team is in the low level, just like Louis and Tigreal, like they're level 3. Really does not matter because Tigreal has a lot of drag, a lot of CC right from level 2. Louis has a lot of burst. I mean, this is what I was talking about. They might just get CC'd out there, and if Changi comes to help, this is what will happen. So, no point of entry for the Karina. She really can't force it through like that.
That's true. That's definitely a good amount of damage right there. The mana problem is also showing for them. Mana is going to be another issue that they have to take care of. But other than that, my goodness, aggressively onto the blue side, they are really good at it. So let's wait and watch for that if they are able to get their first blood or not. I think they can able to get it with the help of Tigreal, but it all depends on this timing. It all depends on Tigreal. Other than that, it's gonna be very vulnerable for Louis to do anything alone.
Yeah, but then Tigreal isn't easy to get taken down either because His passive, every fourth basic attack gives him immunity. So if Changi is going in for the speed build, I would say pretty hard to melt down the Tigreal. Of course, he will be going in for the Radiant, right? Because both Changi as well as Karina, both of them are magic damage dealers. So yeah, Athena, Radiant, and Cursed Helmet going for everything, And he will be kind of unkillable towards the late game. And Louis, if she goes in with the Sky Piercer, it will be even harder because she can just burst you down. The burst is so strong.
That's true. That's true. So let's wait and watch. What do we have so far? No first blood, but these teams though they are really, really teasing up. They are really just making sure that they will be, trying to get it as quickly as possible. But is there going to be a surprise?
Mm, I mean, at least they can just go back to the base, heal up, and come back as soon as possible with the Louis or Dam. Or another possibility into their hands. But yeah, Karina just waiting for an opportunity. But that's all she can do because if she goes right into the turret, there will be chances of getting CC'd and she might be the one getting killed first instead. And Changi, of course, damage, like I said, Tigreal will be able to soak up the damage because he's probably just rushing the magic defense, the Radiant, Athena, and all.
Okay, okay, no first blood. Look at them. They are trying to get, very away from Louis. I think that range, very limited range also speaks that Louis can deal that damage. Trying to target Louis, she's gonna meet Tigreal. If she targets Tigreal, he's a tanky. He can't be dead. And, Karina is in a position that she is confused whom to take down first.
That confusion that doubt will always be there as long as there's so much crowd control into the hands of the enemy. All she can do is just clear out the sides, clear out the minions. We just invade the enemy jungle too because Tigreal as well as Loi, they will not be leaving the mid lane anytime soon. And at the same time, Changi's ultimate, it is so low on cooldown, she can literally spam it, right? Yet I haven't been seeing much of an engagements like those. Okay, I think it is a bait as it will be. Push. But of course, she's on the Purify, she'll be able to go back. But now with this, I think there's a chance for a flicker ult from the side of Tigreal onto the Changi.
Okay, Tigreal though, even like he can make the set. Tigreal can give a good set, but bad damage dealer. Look at that. This is what I was talking about. Even it's a little bit of a damage from Karina. Oh, okay, Karina wants to go in, but there's no set maker from the red side, so that is another bummer. So that is also there.
Tigreal has so many chances to give a good set, right? I am not seeing any initiations from his side. At the same time, they're waiting for the minions to finish, but I think the more minions are there, the stronger Lue, because you really need to, just you can even aim blindly, and the mark will be there on the enemy anyhow. So I don't know why that they're not initiating. They are waiting so much because Karina is literally, she's offering herself to be picked up out there.
So far, so good. No first blood, no turrets taken down. Another slow match, another members, who are just trying to go in for that last minute clutch. They are allowing Loi to farm up. They are okay, double combo coming up, but Change very far. Oh, Sora, I think that second skill being used up by Louis is definitely a problem, and synergy wise, they are lacking a bit as of now.
Definitely, what can I say? Not much of an action. People just rotating uh, hit that turrets. And I would say that was a close call for the Tigreal. Changi, she should have followed up pretty soon if she really wanted that kill. Trying to, well, she kind of wasted that second skill out there. Might try to do the second kill combo, but then again, Changi on the enemy minions, you won't be able to push through because she will be literally decimating the minions, which she's already doing. Tigreal also just roaming around, trying to look for an opportunity to keep that double ult. He does have the flicker, but he does not have the flicker. But Changi does have the purify, so yeah, they really need to bait that purify before they go in exchange.
Agree. Look at that. Until dealing damage, Hange almost taken down, but no, that's not there. But as of now, they are struggling. We are closing down at 8 minutes. Both the teams have just few seconds left to do anything to guarantee a victory. So as of now, what is it going to be?
Yep, 8 minutes into the game, no first blood, no turrets taken. This again might be, the same old story, but the last minute gets them all pumped up. And they might be, okay, 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 this Changi.
Oh.
I knew it was coming, but somehow Changi did not see that coming. A very major mistake, just as we were speaking. And that's it. We have the first blood. And the blue team on the lead, unless Karina is able to exchange it. But then it is 1v2 once again, and of course, Ultimate will be following up pretty soon. Another kill might be into the hands of Louis. Karina on the way with the flicker play coming in once again, and with this kill secured right towards the end minutes, and with this blue team on the lead.
My goodness. We got a winner. We definitely got a winner right there. Turret's almost taken down. There's Sora, the Tigreal, who's trying to, make sure Mysterious Sun won't be, affected. And turret down. So, yep, 9 minutes. It took 9 minutes for the teams to take down that one turret. But crazily, they made it work with Louis.
Yep, definitely that was a mistake, a grave mistake on the part of Change because she should have been careful because she was with the mark. The second skill can literally burst her down. Louis' burst is really insane. Change is just using up the meteor shower to pull down the Tigreal, but he has a lot of defenses. The magic defense, the radiant already up there. Yep, even clearing up the lane really does not matter because one turret and two kills. Clear lead in the hands of the blue team, and the 10th minute mark also gearing up, might as well just surrender.
Yep. Very less chance of taking down the turret as well, but let's see if they do get it or not, because even if they do, they team onto the blue side who had the first blood, so that's again a bit of a not onto their hands. And there you go, they're so happy about it. And first match goes onto the side or who are onto the blue. Let's see, what is it going to be? Is it going to be a clean sweep, or is it going to be a match number 3, because anything could happen. Looking at the scoreboard as well, here we go. I think Changi worked out very well. If there was something like a tank in front of them, they didn't wanted something of a sustain. Right here, squishy heroes are getting punished. Squishy heroes are not able to, be onto the team fight as much as you expect. So, that's the case that we will be looking forward for. But Louis has only. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the game number 2. Now, this time the sides are swapped, and there's a possibility that any team can pick up a counter. What will we be having today as our teams? Let's watch.
Well, yeah, definitely. And with this, we won't be seeing Aloy and Tigreal. So, I mean, maybe they're going for something similar. Since the Tigreal was a good choice, maybe they're going for Atlas. Yes, he's also a good CC giver, right? Might even be a Carmela. Yep, so a lot of options into the hand, just followed up by a long range mage. Maybe a Sicilian Carmela also works out because teams are dragging the games either way. So with this, we do see Savannah being picked up, a really strong pick, even being used up in immortal lobbies for the jungle. Um, and then again, let's just see what it follows up with. Maybe a tank, maybe another fighter to poke.
Look at that, Lilia. Now, As a Silvana, we are looking at. I am pretty sure Silvana will be trying to depend on to the Winter Crown as well as the other items as well, trying to sustain. But finally, Khadita, a first mate coming in along with Sora. The combination looks very good, and Sora dealing that finishing damage. It might work out very well in their favor.
Yep, definitely. And we can, I would say I really love this mate. And I think it would, what can even Sylvana do? Even if she grabs on, just stuns her down, she can just use up that ultimate to go away. Yep, very hard to catch mates, a lot of burst potential. And I would think a good pick, but I wonder why the Belleric. We really didn't need a Belleric here. Even a Diggy, maybe something, I don't know, something who can burst from afar could have worked out better. But seeing the team composition right now, I think the red team is with the upper hand.
Oh, with the Pillaric though, they really look like they want a bit of a taunt, they want a bit of a CC as well as sustain onto the team fight. So they might be able to lure out into the turret, but that's like the case if we get to see or not. But at the same time, Land of Dawn, here we go, second match, very tough match for the side of team to the blue because they have 0 points as of now. If they win this match, they go for match number 3. If they don't, that's going to be the last match of the day, since we got a message that the fourth team who's going to be playing, the match today forfeited. One of the teams forfeited, so I think we got one clear winner. But other than that, let's see this match before we dive in to more details. Silvana, a bit slow on to the farm as well. I think they gonna have to make sure to get the damage very quickly and pin Kadita or Sora. Sora would be, I think, the main contender right there.
It really doesn't matter. You can't pin a Karita. You're trying
Yeah.
to pin down a Karita. It's like her ultimate and the first skill needs to be baited out. But since she is with a temporal rain, okay, she's not with a temporal rain. She is lethal ignition. Karita with a temporal rain. Once she hulks, she can use that first second skill combo once again after using it just after the R. That's how insane I that emblem is on her, but this Karita hasn't gone for that. So I think it's easier for them to bait. But then again, I think Sylvanas, since she doesn't even have a Petrify combo will be really hitting her hard. Can't really catch a Karita.
That's true. That's true. So again, the initiations will be a bit slower from both the sides. Initiation wise, I guess Sylvana has to take the lead and then go in with the Belleric. But Belleric, they have to make sure they are getting it quickly as well. But Silvana, very playing it very cautiously. I really love how they are waiting it for now, making sure to get the lane clearance very quickly. And with the gold as well, I think gold also matters in this match for the same reason that you need your items quickly, and with the items, you can deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, definitely. And I would really love to see the Sylvana not going for damage build. Rather, she should go in for sustain first. And maybe towards the end, she goes for some damage items because either way, they won't be taking any fights in the early. That is something which we have seen already in the rest of the games. Even in their previous match, they forced the games towards the end minute, towards the 8th minute mark. Maybe building up the defense, Athena, as well as the anti-curious, just to have some protection against the Karita, which will surely be marking the Silvana because Elric will be there. He will be thinking that I have initiated pretty well, but the control isn't that long lasting, right? Karita can just tap her ultimate. She can just escape, or maybe she can just dive in for the Silvana, who is not on a purify. And pretty easy. If Silvana doesn't go in for some defense, she will be bursted down in an instant.
That's true. That's true. Curious to know how the team fights will be going around because it's a 2v2 situation, very fairly new for us. For because It's not something we see every day, 2v2 tournament. And as you guys know, Valentine's coming. They are matching the team as well. There's a lot of couples we have seen so far try, made it out to the round number 3. This game, both the junglers are playing it very safely. So, oh, wait a minute. Sora, though, he gets spotted out, and Karita to the rescue.
Not much is happening. 3 minutes, 4 minutes of the game already over. Okay, Sivana goes in with the ultimate, and the Belric ultimate also comes in. A lot of coming in, and the Sora already getting in there. That was quite something I was not expecting, because Sora has immunity when he casts his ultimate. He could have easily just gone away, but a major mistake. And at the same time, even Karita, Silvana baited out that entire thing. She ulted, and then instead of going in trying to stun the Lucas, trying to stun the Sora, she just moved away from she just shifted towards the right side so that Karita thinks that Silvana is gonna come, but she does not, and the ultimate is wasted, baited.
Bait wise, blue team's really doing so good, but okay, there you go. Another ultimate from Sylvana. Sora tries to sustain that. He's trying to deal damage. He goes up, but Sora will be facing the wrath of Dryad. Sylvana so low and gets out of that situation safely. 2-0 is the score. 5 minutes in, the turret will be losing the gold shield. That means this is the moment where these teams will be focusing on turrets.
Well, yeah, but with this, we didn't even need to wait for the 8-minute mark. The situation has gone really. The action has come up right even before 5 minutes into the game. 2 kills already in the hands of the blue team. The Sylvana and Belric actually working out, because I think their synergy is very good, because Sylvana initiates, and then Belric, he does not waste his ult that soon enough. He waits and sees, assesses the situation, and that's when he uses up the ultimate just to stun down, lock down the Sura.
That's true. Again, look at that. Synergy wise, they are playing it very well. Minion clearance as well. Belleric did get, you know, enough of it as well. But turret, though, they have to make sure that the turrets is something that they are not losing. And on top of that, since the team onto the blue have taken the first blood, if there is an equal turret, it's going to be the team blue who wins it. And if team who red takes down the turret despite not getting the first blood, they still win. So I am curious to know if they are able to take down the turret or not.
Definitely, and 7 minutes into the game, Sura and Karita, they will of the game. Maybe at least Karita really needs to. Karita is such a mobile mage, such an easy to play, such a safe to play mage. You can even go inside those bushes and wait for Sylvana. Like, even if she's spotted, she can go right back with the first kill, right? So I think more daring play from Karita could have done them better, but it is what it is.
I think Kadita should be the one who's baiting, Sylvana's ult. If they do that, they are gonna get easy pass for Sora to deal that damage. But as of now, oh, Sylvana finally makes a mistake. He jumps in very quickly, he or she. As of now, mid lane, and Belleric all alone. There's no ultimate from Sylvana, so they might have to get a pause on these kind of situation. But other than that, even Khadita needs a bit of a situation where she can ult very properly, getting them very low, because both of them are quite tanky enough.
We do see another exchange happening right there, and 1-2 man knock up coming in. Same goes for the Sura. Tries to pick them up. I think that was kind of a mistake. Should have just pushed them towards Karita instead of pushing them right under their own turret. And
Oh
with
my.
this clear victor, clear victor of 1 turret, 4 kills. How can you even surpass that in like literally 1 minute?
1-for-1, they did manage to make it a tie. Look at that. I think this game synergy definitely won.
Well, you have complete domination for the side of the Sylvana and Belric comp. The damage from Wonder how the damage from Karita is just not enough. Has she not made the anti-heal, I wonder? And she should have gone in for some Sky Piercer. Okay, the ultimate being baited away just to clear away. At this point, they don't even need to play aggressive. They can just sit back, relax, enjoy each other's company because they are in a very, very clear lead.
That is true. That is true. And we are closing down to the ninth minute quickly as possible. So there's like they need to get another initiation or another wipeout. Sora trying to go in for Sweet Pea, but that's just they're just waiting it on.
Can even do it once again, but they are going in for the do and die situation. Okay, so Mana really, really, really low, Sora. But she still manages to move away in a really low HP Belric. I don't
Oh,
think so he will be able to get taken down that easily because he can just heal up back pretty easily. Also, right inside the turret, right into the node. Okay, just look at the ult and the taunt coming in right from the turret. Kadita trying to do something, but another kill as Sora throws away. And of
oh my
course, it is a clear victor. The last match for today.
Yep, and we definitely got a tie. So that means these teams will be going in for a third match. So that is also another crazy match that we are looking for today. Completely different team combination right from day number one or the previous matches we have seen. And the first Beleric of this match, Sylvana, day number one, I did not work out very well. I think day number two was very lucky for Sylvana. They finally won. So Sylvana definitely won.
But yeah, definitely lucky game for them. But yeah, I congratulate all the teams who went ahead today. Okay, why? Okay, we are having another match.
Yep, here we go. Third match of the day. This is going to be the final one, given the fact that it is a tie and these one match left. Because if they lose this one, one of them has to go home. If they don't, the case they will be, making sure to get the victory and moving towards the round number three.
With this, we will be seeing Minotaur on a flicker. I think Revitalize can be better because it does not matter, but okay. Just to counter him out, we have a next Borg, the 2 damage dealer.
Yep, that's true. That's true. We are getting the Valir and the Xbox combo, but Xbox though, if there's a Julian, I think Xbox gonna have a bit of a hard time. And talking about Minotaur as well, mid lane, I think lane clearance wise is going to be a bit hard. Sora needs to pick something which can clear the lanes quickly.
think I think Clint has won this for me, I would say, because Xbox Spiraga armor really, really squishy in the beginning. Clint's early game damage is kind of insane. He can just poke it over. The range is also insane. He can outrange Wally too, unless he's not in his ultimate. And if he's getting, marked down, there is Minotaur. Minotaur can't stop the last insanity from the exploit, but then again, like Clint has flicker, Clint has heal, so I think he will be able to managing to survive this.
Highly possible. So let's wait and watch what we have in our hands as of now. It's looking good. One last match of left of these teams to pick it up at the victory onto their hands. So on to the other hand, anything could happen because the Clint has the range as of now. And talking about the other side, the red side, they are kind of lacking on the range. Crowd control wise, the blue team has got it, but crowd control wise, it's only the Valir who can do the max right there.
Exactly, but then the question is, will the Clint able to, you know, will Clint let the lead live? Look at him the way he's zoning him right from the beginning. You really can't outrange Clint, especially now when he's level 2. He will be literally pressuring the life out of you. I think they could have even gone in for some invades onto the X-Borg because X-Borg's armor is pretty easy to be taken, and it is a Clint after all.
That's true. That's true. They could try to get it down, but as you guys know, that it's just quite need a bit of an aggressive play. They need to make sure that the Clint is farmed up as well. There you go. The Fraga armor is they are trying to melt it down as quickly as possible, but it's not happening as quick that as you are expecting.
And with that, Solid also doing the poking already has the second skill, so yeah, need to be a bit careful out there. Expert just farming up as soon as possible. Okay, the second skill already being used up by Ina. Okay, it's Ara. It's Ara. Um, okay, back expert using up, melting him down a bit more. I really thought he would be using up that last insanity because there was a really high chance he could have melted down the Minotaur because Minotaur is really squishy in the early game. He doesn't even have the revitalize, and he's on the flicker, so would have gone in, committed for the kill, but then it is what it is. Because they even have the valet to back him up.
That's true. That's true. Look at them, the members for the map as of now, trying to make sure that they do get it. There's no Firaka armor. I think if they go, oh, flicker out from Sweet Pea, the turret, though, I mean, the turtle is just a few seconds away, and it will be the expert who doesn't have the Firaga armor. Now, again, let's wait though, because first blood, there's nothing there. I think fight's gonna happen maybe after 5 minutes.
Definitely Xborg already with the turtle looking really, really hefty with that HP bar. And Valir also playing it safe. He doesn't really, it really doesn't matter if you don't get the minions because it is 2v2. Just let them, just don't push it because kills is what matters. Clint can actually definitely play a bit more aggressive against the Valir, but then Minotaur though, he took the room and he's waiting to get to that level 4 as soon as possible. He will be hitting it already, but look at the X-Ball already level 6. Clint gets stunned, just trying to move away. That was a good exchange out there, but finally we have both the members at level 4. They might.
Oh, what is it going to be? What is it going to be? Look at them. They are trying to make sure to get that Fraga armor almost down. The ultimate's there. Lasting Insanity still there. The heal from Minotaur is really, really helping the Clint to be there on the team fights.
But look at the post and the Clint being forced away with a flicker. Along with the Minotaur, he will needs to recall for now. And I think the Valir and the Xbox, since they did not utilize the early game Minotaur as well as the Clint, they might even start facing some issues because the melt, the slow from the Valir is way too much for that Minotaur to tank up. Especially the Xbox too is farming up like crazy and he is on the tank emblem, right? So the more time passes, the melt flicker also being baited away. One ultimate, one last insanity. Clint might be on the chopping block pretty easily.
That's true, that's true. Look at them. The members are really, waiting it out for taking that turret, waiting it out to trying to take that, you know, kills as well. Now, the first kill really matters because it really puts one members, in a tough position to be there. But okay, Fraga armor almost melted down. Minotaur really having a hard time trying to get up on their side because he need to pull up with his Minoan Fury. So let's see what is it going to be.
I think Amino Fury out there with the flicker could have guaranteed that kill on the X word because if he would have just stayed in front of the Clint, and I think Clint's positioning is also pretty good. Yeah. Okay, the armor is already back, but is broken up once again, and two knockups coming in. One hit right onto the X word, but he will be managing to escape if the bully comes for the rescue. I think that's opportunity wasted because they could have definitely gone in for that kill when he was in the mid lane.
That's true, that's true. As of now, the turret, the mid lane really looking very yummy for Clint as of now. Okay, he's taking a bit of a damage right there. Lasting Insanity might be very costly, and yep, that will be the first blood. Minotaur looking quite low as well. He's just few seconds, and that's a double kill for this X-Ball. Will this turret take him down quickly or not?
I think they will be able to take it down because Valir and Export both they are in the mid lane. They're trying to force it through. Yeah, it is an easy secure. It is an easy secure for them. And with this victory, 6 minutes into the game, and finally the Minotaur getting the flask. It really doesn't matter because Clint really needs to see before he commits because the Minotaur is not on the revitalize and he had used up his second skill. He did not have the flicker, so he couldn't really escape away from the expert. Maybe just going for the winter crown and bait the ultimate from the expert. But the expert is like level 8 right now. You can't even melt him down that easily at this point of time. You only have 10 minutes limited, so can't even wait for that late game for the BOD or for the malefic roar to get built where you start actually melting down tank expert.
Yep, that's true. So let's wait and watch. So as of now, it is onto the hands of team who are onto the red. Almost sweet pea so low. He has to go back. There is Xbox who can clear the lane. So turret wise, if they are able to get it, I don't think they can melt down the turret. They still have 3 minutes left, and if they could do anything under those 3 minutes, that could be such a good thing. But Valyria is back, and Valyria is such a threat, is such annoying hero for the Minotaur.
But look at the poke coming in from Clint, even though he does not have much of a farm, much of a gold, and here pops up the Brother. But he's getting stunned right under the turret. Tinker. But it will not be possible as the lethal ignition, the impure rage, and the passive from Blade, the glowing ward just takes that life. A really fatal mistake. Why is not the Minotaur going in front of the MM? What's the point of having a tank when you can't support your MM like that?
That's definitely a bummer. 8 minutes in, we are closing down to the other minute as well. And it's just coming very close to the match getting ended, and they have to take down the turret. And even if they do, red side who took the first blood does have the upper hand of most kills onto their hands as well. So they have to manage 3 kills under these few minutes that they have. Okay, look at that. Mironi Fury coming in. No Firaga armor. Sweet Pea looking quite low as well. Minotaur as well as Clint trying to do something. What is it going to be? Minotaur trying to take so much damage. He might be losing his life speed as well, but no, Sweet Pea leaves away. No deaths right there.
That was quite a close call. Wasn't a really good art on the map like this. Average complaint isn't enough, and even what I was saying, it's going on the time problem, really hard to deal with. Even can't poke him down to death. And yeah, with this balloon might be very concerning. We'll see. Really go bad. But it might down that second place I and if another armor gets popped out once again, the poke from the clint is actually hurting way too much for now. Then again, annoying is released. That sounds when the HP later you can already see he's a melee.
Let's wait. Okay, turret down. They have to take down one turret under a few minutes. What is it going to be? Sora, it all depends on you. Minions is out of the way. It's just 20 seconds left. The minions still traveling. Will it be there or not?
I think it's really hard. I don't think we'll be able to do it because Valir already with the ultimate selecting stun over stun, and I don't know unless he forces that flicker he'll be able to do anything. Then it's where we have to victories.
Yep, we got a winner. The red side will be winning this match. What a match though. Sora is definitely a annoying hero.
I mean, it's Sora is definitely annoying, but Clint is also annoying, and Valir is also annoying. If you don't check the Xborg in the early, he's the most annoying thing out there.
I agree, and there you go. This was the last match of the day. Sweet Pea as well as Lai B. Congratulations for moving towards the next round. And with that, you guys know the giveaways are on, and we will be spinning So do invite your friends, do come in for watching the matches as well, and do uh, support your favorite members. And if your friends are playing, do comment who's playing.
And hello, beautiful people. We are back. थोड़ी सी भीड़ कम हुई है. That's what I was waiting for. You know, 2 weekly passes. And these are the names. We will be adding more names as well. You just have to write hashtag MOBA5v5. Okay. Just write that in the chat and I will be writing your name here. We do have Tarun. We do have Great Nirvana. Zero to San. He was this close to winning Bhutan, Lilo, Zena, Ash with a Z, Deepu team, Batu, Banyan, Jenny. So guys, if you guys have your name here, you don't have to write MOBA 5v5, right? अगर आपका नाम यहाँ पे नहीं है तब लिखना MOBA 5v5. If your name is here, you don't have to write MOBA 5v5. Zero San, your name is there. Don't confuse me, bhai. I get easily confused. Mithun Brahma. I don't think so. He has his name. Yes, he does not have his name. Okay, slowly and slowly I have to do this. Mintu Brahma. Perfect. Next name. What's it gonna be? Junets. Let me just write Junets by Junets. There you go. The Great Nirvana. Hijack. I think had the Great Nirvana. Is it there? It's there. Hijack, your name is there. Deepu team. I think Deepu team का लिख देता है. Where is Deepu team? Oh wait, Deepu team is there. You guys were active, so I'm writing your name again. हाँ yes, अगर नहीं है तो तभी लिखना guys. थोड़ा that's this confusion. We are even giving you double entries because you were active, right? So दो बार नाम लिखे. I'm at top 2. My name once. Yeah, that's perfect, bhai. Hijack, your name is there. Your name is there. Ash with a Z, your name is there. Bisma Lama. Okay, this is going to be hectic, bhai. Okay, Bisma Lama, you were not there. Let me just add your name. Bima Lama, my bad, bhai. Nobody saw that. The Great Nirvana, your name is there. Hijack Jenna, your name is there as well. I think yes, there's your name. I'm not there. Barbatos. Yes, Barbatos, you are there, bhai. I just highlighted it. There you go, Barbatos. Deepu team, you are there as well. Yes, Rinty Topsy. I don't think so. Rinty Topsy is there. Yeah. Rinty Tisopi. Celestial, you were very active. Yes, this is Sunny Mutmare speaking now. I don't know what you're talking about. It's Bimal Lama. Perfect. No double entry for me. Dump 1289. You don't even have one entry, bhai. Oh wait, you have. No, the most active got double entry. थोड़ा सा least active got single entry, bhai. That's the thing. And I'm not the one who made the list, guys. No, don't start that. I'm gonna remove your name if you start that. Crazy lol. Crazy lol. Do you have your name though? Crazy lol. You do have your name. Do you want me to remove that? I have the power. And I'm not shy to abuse it, by it's last soul. There you go. I don't think so. We have your name. It's last soul. Perfect. Hijet 1289. आयुष मैं हूँ कि नहीं देखो भाई आयुष भाई आपका नाम है ही नहीं है आयुष 7029 I think you're the same आयुष तो आपका नाम है I even highlighted it there ठीक है भाई how do you know Cheda Jonas is already there remove the double entry please yeah the people that were most active they are getting double entry we are rewarding them they were active throughout the stream yes how to join the giveaway? You have to write one good thing about Sunny. Sunny is the person who says this, who is casting right now, who is commenting. How much time to start? I think we will start in 2 minutes. Nabin tabi pari. Naban itam bari pari. Okay. Naban nita be pari. There you go. Wait, I wrote 2 names there. Angelica. Okay, we will be removing double entries, guys. No issues. Double entries are good. Term ready is 101 hours and we don't have double entries though. Double entries chali gayi. Oh, it's celestial twilight. It's there. Let me just sort it out. Removing the double entries. Your wish is my command. There you go. There is no double entries. Luna की थी पकड़ी गई भाई. मेरी तिरछी नजरों से कोई नहीं बच सकता. Tarun Reddy is out. Double entry थी. So news flash guys, no double entries. एक ही मिलेगा सबको because we believe in democracy. We believe in equality. Sorted भाई.
Oh, hello, there's Unix.
Wait, did I make June? Oh wait,
Two
yes,
entries.
yes. Thank you, bhai. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything else? Not so tirchi aankhe right now. Can you double entry? No. I just removed the double entry. Hijack here. Yeah. Wait. Hijack. Yes, hijack. Oh, mine is double because I joined from start. Team Penguin will win. I hope they win. Hijack, your name is there. Lilo, your name I think is there as well. Guys, if your name is there, mat likhna hashtag MOBA5v5. Hijack, your name is there. Just write hashtag MOBA5v5 if your name is not there. Simple. मुझे थोड़ा सा और छोटा करना पड़ेगा ये. Yes. I don't know stream पे दिख रहा है कि नहीं. ज़्यादा छोटा कर दिया. Perfect. सनी क्या लड़का है. आयुष भाई लिख दिया नाम पर. Thank you भाई. You made me blush. I joined from the start. Yeah, Jenny, your name is there. Jenna, there you go. Your name is there. I highlighted it. Hijack, bhai, there your name. I highlighted your name as well. The Great Nirvana, आपका नाम भी है. Anyone else though? We have 31 entries, 25 life. May not gonna win even with double entry. ईश किस्मत होती है भाई. किस्मत मोटी होनी चाहिए. बाकी सब हो जाएगा. Shahir is here. That's the name I have seen, bhai. Shahir. There you go. Rajaji. Only one entry now. Yes, one entry. I just got the message. Please give me double entry. I have been active in the chat. I wish I could. I could have given you 5 entries as well, but मेरे हाथ बंधे हुए हैं. And I'm liking that as well. Chalo, start. Oh wait. Start. Last 5 seconds by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have 2 people. Creepy Stott here. जिसने इसने बोल दिया था. Creepy Stott, there you go. And we have Autumn. I don't know how to Autumn, there you go. We are customizing it for 25 seconds. Shuffle time. I don't know, just can I get double entry? There is no double entry. Double entry was a lie. ठीक है, झूठ बोला गया था. It was just a lie. We are shuffling it up. The first 2 people to come up will get a weekly pass. You have 15 seconds to respond as well. ठीक है. 15 सेकंड अंदर रिस्पॉन्स नहीं किया, you are not active, you will be losing that weekly pass straight away. ठीक है. We are going to give it to the second person. चलो, who is it going to be though? Hijack, your name is there भाई. मत कर spam भाई please. ओए स्लो टाइम आउट दे दो भाई. मेरा ADHD ट्यूटर. Okay, is it gonna be Luna 18? I think it's gonna be Luna. Barbatos maybe. Crazy lol nahi. Very close. If it was 24 seconds. Oh wait, it's crazy lol hai. Crazy lol, तुम यहाँ पे हो क्या? Your timer starts now. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. मुझे तो नहीं दिख रहा भाई. ट्रेजी लॉल तुम्हें दिख रहा है क्या कहीं पे? ट्रेजी लॉल यहाँ पे है क्या? He is there. उसने थैंक यू लिख दिया है. मॉर्स उससे आईडी ले लेना. मॉर्स इफ यू गाइस आर एक्टिव इन द चैट, उससे आईडी ले लेना. उसने थैंक यू बोल दिया था. आई एम हियर की जगह थैंक यू बोला इसने, बट या ही इज ओके. वो ऑलरेडी स्टैम कर रहा है आईडी. ही नोज द ABC पता है उसको भाई. अरे से प्रेजेंट मैम भाई. चलो, we are gonna remove that. He was here. Let me shuffle it again. Shuffle. Yeah, he said thank you. He's a cultured man. Thank you बोलते हैं भाई सीधा कि thank you. That's good. He got the manners though. You have to give it to him. By isne thank you bola. I think it was around 4 seconds. The next weekly pass. Who it is? Who's the lucky boy? Who's the lucky girl? Who's the lucky lady? Who's the lucky gentleman? Let's see. Okay. Shivana Yadav. I think it's gonna be Shivana Yadav or slow starter. It is gonna be slow starter. Slow starter. If you're there, just say present, bhai. Present bolna hai tumhe. Present sir, present ma'am. Just say present, bhai. Slow starter. If you are there, you are the winner of the weekly pass. We have your 15 seconds. I glitch double test. कौन सा double test? Okay, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And your time is out, bhai. Let me just remove slow starter. Sadly, it was slow. Foreshadowing was there, though. The foreshadowing was there, slow starter, bhai. No issues. Ish. The foreshadowing was there. Sadly, slow starter. You were a slow starter, even if you win. No issues. Oh yeah, bhai. AFK is not here. Let me shuffle. Guys, if you win, तुम्हें present बोलना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? Present is the keyword. You have to say present, okay? Present. He is AFK. Slow starter, you were slow, bhai. 15 सेकंड हो गया था. I even waited 1 minute, bhai. Honestly बोलूँ तो 8 minute तक wait किया मैंने. Yes, तुम 0 के बाद भी 2 सेकंड के बाद आता है, I would have given you. चलो. So the weekly, where is it gonna be? Who's gonna be the lucky guy? Who's gonna be the lucky girl? No use of ID, भाई. मैं ID लिख भी नहीं रहा. मेरे से नहीं होता ये सब. Okay, who is it gonna be? I think it's gonna be Wugan Shed? No, it is gonna be Dump. Dump 1289. Sunny Bunny, let's do Dil se Sunny Bunny, bhai. Once a Sunny Bunny, always a Sunny Bunny. Dump 1289, you are the winner of weekly pass. Your time starts now. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. He is here. Present बोल दिया भाई इसने. He is here. हाँ बोल दिया. Present मजा ले रहा था. I was just messing with him. Slow starter, sadly you were not here, bhai. Every single person here in the chat, I think, उसने बोला भाई. सबको पता है आप नहीं थे slow starter, भाई. I waited. Dumb 1289 was here. Dumb just provided added congratulations. Valentine was checking as well. I think that's it, भाई. 2 weekly pass. चले गए भाई बर्बाद. I think it's now around 300. I'm unlucky girl in the world. ऐसा नहीं है यार. Unlucky person बोलो. Don't genderize it. That's how we're going to achieve gender equality, भाई. I'm the unlucky person. Please fix your grammar. I know. कोई ना bro, you take it up to 1000 नहीं मिला. Slow starter, you were a bit slow. Yes. The foreshadowing was there. And I think with that, we will be taking our leave, guys. Till same time, same giveaway. मैंने क्यों घुमा दिया? Never mind. जिसका भी नाम आएगा उसका लक चले जाएगा भाई. अब जस्ट स्प्रे करना तो वहाँ नाम नहीं है. 2 weekly passes still भी मिलेगा भाई. Who is it gonna be? O2? Is it gonna be O2? Just for fun. I think it is gonna be O2 भाई. नहीं भाई, क्या ही गंदी किस्मत है. गलती में बटन घूम गया. Oh no, it is gonna be Shahir bhai. No issues. And yeah, we are taking a leave. Good night guys. Take care. Dinner अच्छे से खाना. And कल 6 बजे भाई हाजिरी लाने आ जाना जल्दी से सब.